He's certainly in his element in this environment. At the same time, if you want an illustration of a divided America, well, you just saw one half of that divide. I couldn't help but think that he immediately hits on the wall on the immigration, probably the single most divisive issue on the entire plank. That's number one, and he hammers away on that. Number two, the media is the enemy. Very striking to me, he barely mentioned the Democrats. It used to be the Republicans and the Democrats were the ones, combating, and the media was kind of in the middle. Well, no, it's now the media is the enemy. That's, again, that is a very controversial notion. It's also very divisive. So he was clearly whipping up the base here, and they were responding fervently. I mean, you can recognize the passion in that crowd, but there is a whole other side of the population that I think would be, to put it mildly, cool to much of what he said.
And to your point, Jim, about mentioning the wall, mentioning getting tough on immigration and getting, criminal aliens out of the country, if you look down at the list of policy notes that he struck, tax is pretty far down there. It really was about trade agreements. It's the campaign themes of getting our fair share on the trade front, getting jobs back here, and about deregulation, a little bit on infrastructure, but not as much about a tax break, which would normally be kind of the standard line, I think, for this crowd in past years. So I don't know if we want to infer too much about that, along with Steve Bannon's comments yesterday to the same group that basically were all about economic nationalism and about trade relationships.
Wow. And to read his quote, "I'm not representing the globe, I'm representing your country. There's one allegiance that unites us all, that is allegiance to America." You could almost hear Bannon's presentation from yesterday as he referred to economic nationalism, John.
Yeah, absolutely. And Jim, I'm wondering your thoughts. There was a narrative in the past around American exceptionalism that everybody in the world wants to be an American deep down. We are leading the globe as America into democracy, into free market capitalism, and eventually everybody's going to want to come along. The narrative seems to have shifted somewhat, or maybe dramatically, in this Trump era, where he's saying, we don't have good deals. We're going to have good deals. We're going to win. It's more of a zero-sum game. We're going to get certain people out of the country. You talked about the divisiveness that you heard in tone, but is there something else happening here just around American exceptionalism and how that's changing and implications for business?
Well, I totally agree. I mean, I think the whole notion of what are these American values is that we're going to bring back American values. But exactly what values is he talking about? Take the America First idea. Yes, I think, yes, everybody who's an American wants to do what's best for America. But does that mean you turn your back on the globe? Can you represent America effectively, in fact, maybe most effectively, while also recognizing that we are part of a global community, and in fact, the economy is more global today than it ever has been in America's history? I think the symbolism of the wall, that we can somehow, build this, exclude everyone, turn our backs on this, and then America will be greater as a result of that, is a theme that runs through all of this. I think that's highly questionable. I don't know that that's realistic. By the way, again, it strikes me, it's almost amusing to some extent, but almost everything he says is an exaggeration. It's bigger, it's better, it's going to be better. It's kind of exciting to hear that somewhat, but I don't think it is really realistic.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.